Hey my friends, it's your friend Kevin. Welcome to all of you. This is your Divine Daily Blast. Here we go. We're in an angel numerology number 5 day today, which I call adventurous. Really quickly, an advanced message that the changes are coming. Well, that's a constant. But a number 5 energy is adventurous. The energy can be dynamic, spiritual, even sensual. It's a time to invoke endless curiosity and be a visionary. Look at things in a brand new way. This is why this particular number looks at the awakening card, which is also known as the hangman or the tower card. And then pull Archangel Michael, Uriel, Gabriel, and today Raguel to be like your spiritual helper team, if you will. Now, my isms, I am always with my inner being and everything is wonderful. I'm on the right path of the very best divine benevolent outcome in all areas of my life, and so it is. Thank you. Dear God, thank you for entering where you already abide. God, source, creator, universe, whatever you believe, put everything together in this entire universe is with us, making us part of it, giving us this physical experience with which to do whatever we want, to have an adventurous life. And the adventures of our life, if we're able to look at the past, have culminated in surprising changes and changes that were of our doing. The surprising changes give us an opportunity to be even more adventurous. They give us an opportunity to look at things in a brand new way that we hadn't looked at before. However, if they were perhaps predictable or what somebody else placed in our mind, they're not going to be quite so adventurous because we saw them coming. Now, for the most part, I think many of us live our lives where we manifest what we set out. We go forward with an idea, with a plan, with a goal, and we're encouraged to do it. That's what manifestation is. Mapping out what you want to have happen in the future. And then, of course, we're going along with these plans and dreams, mapping out our future, and a change happens, which creates an energy, which can be both adventurous and disappointing, particularly if we focus on the expectation of the outcome, without letting go of the expectation of how, when, why, who, what time, what date, and just say, this is going to happen, this is happening. Focus on what you want to have happen and allow that to be the adventure. Now let's move on to a message from Raguel. As the friend of God, I can bring you compassionate, uplifting people into your life who support you professionally and personally. Here's your affirmation. Helpful people surround me everywhere I go. I attract friends who love and support me. Now, if we're looking to have an adventurous experience where we're looking to really amp up the changes, really get excited about the changes, we're going to need these people. My friend of the channel, Joanna, also known as the Unicorn, we have a channel. We talked about this on Monday or Tuesday, can't remember, where we went into doing things by ourselves, doing things with other people, knowing when we can collaborate, etc. But we do need people. We need the energy of people. We need people who support us, people who get behind us, and sometimes people who help us along our way, so that we can fulfill a mighty purpose. We have Gaia with us this week. Resilient spirit, don't give up. Ground yourself, land yourself, earth connection, stay focused. Stay rooted in trust and rooted in faith. Now, trust and faith. We have to have faith to meander the challenges, the adventures. But we also have to trust in those challenges. As we've said, great challenges bring opportunities for growth and experiences that we would not normally have if we didn't have the challenge. We have the Water Guardian. Whatever challenges you're facing, she's encouraging us to trust your emotions and let go, let them flow with ease. And I got another reason why all this is so important. And I'm interested to see what Archangel Michael has to say in his Sword of Light cards. We have your guardian angel. Whatever you're fretting about, concerned about, worried about, you're not alone. And your activation message is, I welcome in all levels of support from heaven and earth. All levels. I shared with you a couple of weeks ago that I started during my meditation. I began to get these entities that would show up, and they gave me names. I don't know whether I want to call them guardian angels, protectors, and angelic team, spiritual, doesn't matter. But this is how they appear. I put myself in the middle, and then here are all their names that they tell me. So before I come on this channel now, and before I do a meditation, I have these 6 energies that I think bring me the energy of the day and help to move forward. It's still Gertrude and Beatrice. They are still part of it, the fairy realm. But this group is a whole new different realm that is fine. I mean, I like all of it, but I'm now expanding to channeling, or at least attracting more and more of these spiritual beings that come help guide. There are many really good, talented spiritual teachers, and what would I like to call them? They're almost like they prophesize, if you will. Prophets, there you go. Modern day prophets. Some channel the Pleiadians. Lee Harris channels his group of Z's, where they tell, you know, what we can likely expect and how we can likely go forward. They're all collectively and individually energies that help us, which is, again, we're not alone. Now, why is all this significant today? Well, we are still in the dark moon. And some might say, depending on when you're reading or when you're getting this, we're in the new moon. Well, the new moon happens today, the 24th of July, at 11 minutes past 12 in LA, 11 minutes past 3 in the afternoon in New York, and in London, 8:11 this evening. Now, depending on where you are in the world, Sydney, Australia, their time is ahead of us. So the new moon will be happening at 05:11 on the 25th, which is tomorrow. So what does this new moon tell us and teach us? Well, it's an extremely powerful new moon which triggers detoxification and can cause eruptions, which are these changes. Because Pluto is the remover of toxic energy. So if you've allowed a toxic situation to develop, or to focus, or to bring into your mind, it's time to pay the piper. Don't forget to make a wish. So if you have a situation that popped up that is toxic, that is negative, that's affected you, whatever's happened, rather than focusing on the victimization of it, or the catastrophizing of it, or the making it such a big deal, release it detoxify it, and see what you can do to heal it. Because this is what this new moon energy is bringing. The chance to level up to a brand new level, which is why this adventurous energy is important, which is why thanking God for entering and helping, thanking Raguel for attracting friends who love and support your progress, helpful people surrounding you everywhere you go. Get into that. Gaia, the resilient spirit, connecting you to the earth, the ground, saying, root yourself, trust, have faith that things are going to be just fine. You may be experiencing a bit of a squeeze. Let that go. Have the freedom. Find somewhere where there is abundance if you are feeling less abundant. Okay, Archangel Michael, would you please bring us a blessing that will send us on a day and pull all of this in together. Air breathe and air blow, let the will of magic flow. Bring the love for which we pray. Io io ha hi. Air breathe and air blow, make the mill of magic flow. Bring the will for which we pray. Io io ha hi. Air breathe and air blow, make the mill of magic flow. Bring the love for which we pray. Io io ha hi. Here we go. That was a little rhyme I learned about 30 years ago now, in a meditation group. There we go. Make a decision. Okay. So, let me think for a minute. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another situation? Ooh. Accept divine guidance pointing you toward your own journey. You deserve it. So here we have the scales of Archangel Michael. On one hand we have love, and on the other hand we have the spirit world, priority, the angels, and they're asking for a decision to be made, which is probably linked to all of this. Where are you prioritizing yourself? Where are you letting the love and the light of creative energy in? Where are you surrounding yourself with loving, supportive people? And I consider each and every single one of you a loving, supporting person. Where are you? Or are you ready to be on the right path for the best divine, benevolent outcome in all areas of your life? Are you? Are you always with your inner being? Well, you are. But are you always aware of your inner being? And are you always aware that being with your inner being is the most wonderful place you could be? This is lifting you higher and higher and above it and above it. What I have a funny feeling about this adventurous energy of change, and with Pluto, which is typically known as a great destroyer, here under this dark moon until 3 o'clock this afternoon if you're on the East Coast, 12 o'clock, little after 12 if you're in LA. We still have it in the morning, but you may be getting this later in the day. So you're in the new moon. The new moon energy is a new you. And who is that new you? And who is it? Who are you going to be? And I know we keep repeating this, but there are very few times. Eclipses are one, equinoxes are another. There are few times where the energy lines up properly to launch it, to push it, and today's one of them. All right, my friends, that's it from me. Until tomorrow, lots of love. And many thanks for liking, subscribing, and doing all that you do. Bye for now.